Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Finally, my haul that was supposed to be here in February has finally arrived here about halfway through March. Very excited to finally get these figures in hand. They were delayed for about a month here in Canada, but GameStop came through and we finally got them added to the collection. And I'm really happy to say we found two figures here. We got the Collector Series Superman and Green Lantern. They were found at Toys R Us, which is great to see. Finally, some new figures arriving at Toys R Us. They also had this Superman as well, that really kind of classic smiley face Superman. Didn't have any other brand new figures, but at least there's three, but nowhere was Captain Carrot to be found. Unfortunately, I don't have that figure. I don't know if I really want it. I did see it at GameStop when I picked up my other figures. He was pretty cool, but it's such an obscure character that I really don't know if I even like the character that much. The figure didn't look too bad, but I think maybe I might wait until maybe they go down on sale. So I think that one's going to be a bit of a peg warmer, so to speak. But yeah, I'm extremely happy to get these figures. So let's take a quick look at some of these figures. I will be reviewing, I think, pretty much all of these guys because I'm very interested to see how they stand up against certain other figures, because a lot of these figures are just retooling and reworking of some other figures. So I'm gonna do some comparisons. And by no means is this a slant on Mcfarlane Toys, because the first couple years they produced tons of brand new unique sculpts. So now they're reusing some of the, already made body bucks to create some new figures, which is great. So we're getting somebody like Red Tornado, who looks fantastic in this gold and sharp red. He's got that cyclone effect piece as well. And this is a gold label exclusive. Really nice artwork on the back from the classic Justice League of America comic book. Really cool. So this one was a reworking of, I'm pretty sure, the Alan Scott Green Lantern from the Collector Series, Wave 1, with that cape, the way it's kind of perched to the side, the body buck. They changed the boots, but yeah, we'll see how this guy compares. I really do like Red Tornado. I think he's a very interesting character. He has a bit more substance to him than Vision, in my opinion. I like them a bit more. But yeah, both are cool characters, and I'm super happy to have this guy in the collection as well. So this guy's been getting a lot of feedback about not having a jacket. And essentially, if you look at this one and the Superman up above, you got Superman some hands, you got Crypto, the figure. Here, we got not Crypto, we got this Wolverine, some hands. Basically, you're only missing the display stand for the card. So really, if they would have gone that extra mile, added a jacket to this character, removable jacket, you have a collector's edition figure right in your hand. Now we got this guy for 26 bucks, so 26 compared to 35 is a big difference for essentially the same kind of thing. A reused body buck as well. This is from the Blue Beetle Booster Gold 2-pack, which I did get. I just haven't opened it up, and I really do want to open it because I love Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. I think they're very fun characters, but yeah, I just haven't gone around. I'm definitely going to do an unboxing. But yeah, these figures are being reused. This one is a really weird one because, yeah, it should have been a collector series, but some decent artwork. And even on the back of the artwork, we have a jacket. Why couldn't we have a jacket? Are we going to get another version of this character at regular release? Usually the gold labels kind of get the retooling, but are we going to see a regular version of this character with a jacket? It's going to be interesting to see that. Now we got, continuing the DC versus Vampires line, we got Damian Wayne here, Robin in his infected vampire form. I really like this figure. I'm a sucker for Robin. So this figure, I don't know if I'm going to kind of keep it the way it is, maybe do some head swaps on it. He does have that stake with him as well, some multiple pair of hands, his sword, and on the back here, we got some okay artwork. It's not the best, in my opinion, but it displays, hey, this is a vampire version of Damian. Now, let's take a look at some other characters here. We got our Superman. This Superman. Yeah, I'm excited to have this figure in my collection. It's a reworking of the Page Puncher Superman. I really like that figure. It did have some issues with some monstrous sized hands. I think this one probably has the same issue as well, but it's a really different take on Superman. It's a happy, smiling Superman in that really traditional lighter shade of blue, which I really like on Superman. The reds pop on this one as well. Very nice looking figure. Now there is that a Crisis on Infinite Earth Superman, which has the wired cape. It's that older version of Kal-El. I really want that series, but man, after seeing some reviews, it's got a lot of problems, that entire wave. Some really bad QC issues. I think hopefully they will be making their way to Canada as a GameStop exclusive, probably in June or July. I'm definitely gonna do a pre-order for that, because man, Kid Flash, I can work with it. I can do some adjustments to most of those figures and try and do some additional paint. But that's a figure wave that I really want, and to compare it with this Superman as well. Wired cape, wow. I didn't think we'd see a wired cape Superman, but we did. I would love to see that on this figure, but this is a really nice looking Superman. You got some classic kind of retro style artwork as well. It looks pretty decent. Steel, like there's been a lot of contention against this figure. I'm super happy to finally have this Steel figure. And the face sculpt, the detailing looks absolutely fantastic. I have heard, and after looking at it really close, you can see almost some blue kind of marbling and swirliness in some of the paint apps. I don't know what's going on with that, if they're trying to do like comic book highlighting where they use that blue. I don't know if I'm gonna do a complete repaint on this in some different tones of like a gunmetal silver, or gray, excuse me, and a bit more poppy metallic silver. I might do that, but this has been a tough figure to find. He is not on the shelves anywhere. And I checked out a couple GameStops just to see what else is out there from the pre-orders. And man, you're lucky to find maybe Animal Man and a Red Tornado. That's about it. There is Skydive Batman and Catwoman, and the Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice. That's been delayed until probably mid-April. So we gotta wait a little while for those guys as well. Really nice, beautiful artwork on the back. I really like the darker tones. I know it's the highlights and the shadows and stuff on his body armor, but I think that would have been a better look for him, for a darker tone. I'm sure people would have complained, oh, it's too dark, it doesn't look right. But man, that is sharp. We'll see what we can do with this figure. I really like the base foundation of it, and it's great to have Steel. We just need that Cyborg Superman to complete the 4 Superman versions of Superman from the Death of Superman, and of course that Doomsday I was just solicited with the kryptonite effects. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get it, because I need that 2-pack still. It's on Amazon. It's about $109. There's been no price fluctuation. It hasn't gone down. Kind of waiting for it to go down to at least, 90 maybe. Man, $110 for a 2-figure pack is pretty expensive, but we'll see what we can do. I know it's gonna eventually find its way into my collection, so we'll go from there. Now, this 2-pack, really excited to see what we can do with this 2-pack. I love the Ed McGuinness style artwork from this Superman and Batman comic book run. Absolutely beautiful. There is a lot of, they took shortcuts here because of the logo on Bizarro there. I don't mind it. I think it kind of looks cool, like to think that this guy, maybe he just ripped it off and restitched it and left the stitches there. I don't know. I'm just thinking it's not a huge deal to me. I think it looks really cool. I love that Dark Knight body buck. This, to me, is the proper version of Bizarro. He's a big hulking character. They're really using that Dark Knight Returns Superman body buck to good use here in Bizarro. I'm going to see if the original Bizarro from, I believe it's the New 52 or Rebirth. Maybe it's the Rebirth version that I have. If his head can go on to here, if the skin tones match up, that could be a very cool custom. Stay tuned for that. On the back here, we got some really nice artwork as well, straight from Ed McGuinness. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting 2-pack. I'm looking forward to diving into that one. And speaking of that Dark Knight Returns body buck, we got the Superman here. Really wasn't planning on getting this figure, but after seeing it in person, I was quite surprised at how good it was, and I really do want a Crypto just to have in my collection. I've never had a Crypto, but yeah, the blue is good. The mullet hair, not too bad. That head sculpt looks quite good. It's just a retooling of the original Action Comics 1000, but I want to try and put this head sculpt on the Solar Suit Superman that we have from the Lois and Clark run. I really like that figure. I'm going to do a head swap for sure and see how that turns out. And just do kind of like a bit of a comparison. The shades of blue, they're almost the exact same. This one seems a little bit brighter, but we'll see when we get the figures out of packaging and get a closer look at them. And then we got this guy, and oh man, this guy's a little bit of a disappointment. We'll see what he's like out of the package. I was so looking forward when I heard this was solicited because I expected a Nightwing like this with that kind of body armor, the really defined sculpt. Unfortunately, we really didn't get this look, and this is a fantastic piece of artwork. The figure, I don't know. We'll have to see what he's like. I really am a little disappointed that they didn't go that extra mile and added the sculpted details and just did a paint and line work there. But the line work is straight. It's good to see. There's not too many deviations. It looks crisp, so that's good. And the head sculpt's really nice in this figure as well. So I think we'll save my opinions for the rest of this figure for the review. This one I'm really excited for as well. I'm a sucker for Green Lantern. He's one of my favorites. And get a Batman as a Green Lantern. Hey, he'll add him to the Green Lantern core. Really bright metallic silver paint, which I really like. Really nice artwork. You got the extra set of hands, the lantern, the power effects, constructs. It looks great. I'm very excited for this figure. Let's see what kind of body block he uses too. I'm pretty sure this is possibly the Hush Batman body block, or maybe the Three Jokers, or a combination. But yeah, we'll take them apart because I'm pretty sure those boots are from the Three Jokers Batman. But we'll take a closer look at this when we open them up. This one here, to me, is a brand new figure in that sense. I never got the Crime Syndicate wave. It never came to Canada. Really disappointed with that because I really wanted that big Starro, and it's extremely expensive on the secondary market. So to get this figure as a retooled version of Owlman as a gold label, I'm extremely happy with that. I think he looks fantastic. Just unfortunately, no accessories whatsoever. Not even an extra set of hands or a owl batarang kind of thing. Some weapon, something. A little disappointing there. But I like the segmentation of the cape. The artwork on the back is striking. I think this could be a really stellar figure. Maybe we can add some sort of accessories to him. I'm sure I got something kicking around that might be useful for him. But I don't think he has any really gripping hands. More kind of sprawled out claw, slashing dice kind of thing. But yeah, he looks really good. I'm very happy to have that guy in our collection. And this, I was very shocked to find. I had no intention of probably getting it because it was always expensive here in Canada. But we got this guy here, Necron from Blackest Night. I really love that comic book series. That limited series was one of my favorite reads. I've read it probably like 6-7 times. But this is a great figure. Got him for 20 bucks at GameStop, so I had to pull the trigger. Might as well add him to the collection as well. So there you go, guys. Expect reviews on pretty much all these guys. I'm very excited that we got some new guys finally, new figures into the collection. And stay tuned for more reviews. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you soon.